Hey guys, and welcome to another week of WoW Weekly with Myst. And for this week, we have Hallows End is still going on. That will remain active till November 1st. The weekly for this week is World Quest, so really easy. You can just take the quest on Tuesday and you'll just gradually complete it along the week. I never focused that one, but if you don't do world quests, it probably won't complete. But if you just do them naturally, it's really easy. It's only 20, so. PvP Brawl will be Temple of Hamogu. Day of the Dead will be here, and that will start on November 1st, and it's a 2-day event, so it'll end on November 3rd. And also on November 1st, which is Sunday, Dark Moon Fair will start back up. Which honestly is kind of good timing, because right now we have like a 10% experience buff that lasts a couple of hours from the Hallows End event. And yeah, so it's kind of good timing. That one will end and then Dark Moon will start up. So you'll still have that similar buff for an extra week. As for pre-patch stuff, we still don't know when the event is going on. I know that a lot of people have been kind of wondering on that. I personally haven't really cared, and I'll tell you the two reasons I haven't cared. The biggest reason is I've been playing the game long enough that I've encountered a Scourge event. So I've been there, done that type deal. The second is that with COVID, I feel like we've gotten a pre-patch event. I realize pre-patch just showed up not too long ago, but for a really long time, and when I say a long time, I mean like almost a year, we have had 100% like leveling for experience. We've had 100% rep bonus active for a lot of that. You know, with the pre-patch came not really new leveling, but in a sense, yeah, because of the level squish. And yeah, I just feel like we've already had the event, you know? Like, I realize it's not the Scourge event, but I've never seen anything like this. I realize it wasn't pre-patch, but we're in pre-patch now, and we still have a lot of that in effect. I'm not saying don't do it, of course. Of course they should do a pre-patch event. But I think that's a big reason why I've been sitting back here and not really thinking along those same lines as other people are, where they're like, where the fuck's the pre-patch event? You know, I haven't really cared because Blizzard, aka WoW, has kept me busy enough with the leveling. You know, I'm leveling more alts now, and I've come up with my little Mario team that you guys have maybe seen in other videos. You know, I have kept myself busy enough that I don't even care if they ever do it, to be honest. I'm actually, you know, I know they will do it, so don't take my words with the wrong way. If you are newish to WoW, they are going to do it, but it probably won't be till a couple of weeks before the expansion launches. And I've said it, I think it was just this past, like last week's WoW Weekly video, that I had mentioned that there's a super high chance that they release the two together, because the reality is when they know when they want to release the launch date, they're going to know when they want to release the pre-patch, right? Because that's going to be a couple of weeks before. So really, that's why we'll get the info. It's, you know, it's not like a hunch I got or anything. It's that, you know, when they know that date, they'll know the next one. But that's how it stands right now. So no new news on the pre-patch stuff. But honestly, I think that's not horrible. It gives you time to catch up on what you're still trying to do. There's maybe some alts that you want to level, especially with Shadowlands being kind of like a 4-character maining expansion. And yeah. So that is what's going on this week. My accomplishments and all that. I don't even think I made a goal last week, did I? I don't know if I did. If I did, it probably was just to level some characters, which I did. Yeah, I feel like I have nothing that I'm really set out to do before the pre-patch. I'm ready, like I don't really care if they launch it right now, but I'm also ready if they do. So I have no need to really put any goals in until Shadowlands appears. And yeah, so we're gonna have no goals for the time being. All I'm really doing is just leveling some alts. I've been doing some of my completion mode stuff. I am going to have an upcoming video for you guys. The update video that I mentioned would be showing up soon for my Mario team. It is ready. Spoiler alert, I looted the last transmog piece, which was for Peach. And yeah, I am ready to do the update video. And yeah, and then basically from that time, you're probably not going to see another update video till Shadowlands, because they're pretty much good to go right now. So the only thing left is really to get them to max level. So yeah, that next one may take a little bit. I also have something upcoming for us on the channel. A little Halloween thing I've put together. So I don't want to mention it in today's video because I haven't made a video specifically on it yet, but I am gonna have a video on that tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, that's basically all I got going on with that. So let's hop over to news. So basically, hunters are now able to tame the Ivory Cloud Serpent, which I think is going to cause a lot of rage, just like when they could tame Undasta in the beginning. And yeah, I am glad to have that mount. And I want to say, go get that mount before they can, but this is live. Like, this was with the pre-patch, so they can do it now. They can go tame it. So I don't know. You guys will have to let me know if you guys are farming that mount, which I do have a video on. I'll leave a link in the description. But if you are farming that mount, let me know. Like, has it been bad with the hunters? I imagine it probably has been. I don't understand why Blizzard allows hunters to tame mounts that are popular mount farms, or tame mobs that are popular mount farms. I thought it was stupid with Undasta. Like, I'm not saying that they don't deserve to have that tame, but can't we at least clone that mob and have one be mount only and then the other be hunter tame only? That way, there's no incentive for either party to kill the other one. I just think they should do that because it can be pretty annoying. I'm not saying it's the end of the world if a hunter tames, but, if you only got an hour to play and you decide you want to try to go after such and such mount and a hunter tames it, and then you're like, oh, fuck, I gotta work now. Yeah, maybe it's not the end of the world, but it might be to someone, someone who, maybe doesn't have the time to sit at the computer for hours on end trying to get their mount or their tame. It could be the same thing with hunters, but I sympathize the mount farmers more than I do the hunters, just because we had it first, right? Like, it was a mount drop before it was a tame. So I always will sympathize for the mount farmers more due to that. So there is that. I think it would be, I guess it would be kind of cute to have one, because you have your mount, and then you could have your, if you chose to grab a couple, which is also the problem, is that hunters don't want to just have one, they want to have two, and yeah. So it'll be interesting. So if you are a hunter and you're wanting to know how to do that, so you will need the book How to School Your Serpent, which you can get in the Panda area. It's the Order of the Cloud Serpent. So just go over there. All you need is Exalted, which is really easy. And then here's where things are a little weird. I looked at the requirements, and I'm wondering if not all hunters would be able to tame this guy. Yeah, there's one specific requirement that I was pretty sure you had to do before pre-patch. It might be before Shadowlands as well, I guess, but I'm pretty sure you have to do before at least Shadowlands. And that is the Nihilith Silver of Enzoth toy. Basically, yeah, they're saying that is a requirement. That is an interesting requirement, because that makes you hostile, right? Like, I don't know. That's a very interesting requirement to have. So if you don't have that toy, I also have a video. It was my Servant of Enzoth video. I will link that one as well. And another thing to mention is, since this toy is required to tame the serpent, then that means you need to be war mode. So you will also need to have war mode on. So this is quite an interesting tame. They've definitely put a little difficulty into this one. The hunters aren't taming without risk, that's for sure. It does seem like the hunters will be at risk trying to tame this one. And just for those that maybe haven't done the Servant of Enzoth and you're wondering why I say at risk, it's because not only do they need war mode on, where they're hostile to the other faction, but this toy makes them hostile to everyone. So even their own friends could potentially kill them, not realizing, right? So yeah, that is definitely the difficulty with this. Blizzard is causing a lot of hate in the community by actually doing stuff like this, because now what has happened is we have hunters that will tame shit just 'cause, and we have mount farmers that hate hunters so much that they will use all the power they've got when a mount boss spawns, so that they can get the guy down fast. Some might have already even killed the mount boss. They might have just killed it, saw that a hunter recently rolled in, and decided to stay for an extra kill. Blizzard has really created some hate with this shit. So in the end, it's not the hunter's fault. It's not the mount farmer's fault. It's Blizzard's fault. They really should have made a second copy of these mobs so that, a mount farmer can get the mount, a hunter can get the tame. Okay, so next in news, we have what is a very, very pricey statue. This is Thrall. I've been waiting for a Thrall statue, so I was super hyped when I saw this hit the store. I've been wanting a Thrall statue for a long time. I am just not hyped about the price. The colored version is $600 and the white version is $750 US. So this is fucking crazy. Don't get me wrong. They do great on statues. Over on my Twitch, I have a picture of my Illidan statue. I'll show on screen right here. But they do really good. I've got my Illidan statue here. I also have my Reg statue. And the Reg one's quite a bit smaller. Illidan is closer to Thrall size. And yeah, they are good. But the difference is Illidan was $350. Like, I don't get why the up in price. It was the same thing at the last BlizzCon when they announced a Lilith. I wanted her so bad as a statue. Lilith was kind of when they started upping the prices, because all the statues seemed to be kind of around the $350 mark until the last BlizzCon when they announced that statue, and it ended up being $500 US. And my guess is a lot of people bought it, and yeah, that's how they work, right? They put something for a price, see if it's a popular purchase. A lot of people must have bought that statue for $500, and then they thought, okay, well, they paid $500 for Lilith. They will definitely pay $650 for Thrall, or, $600 for Thrall, or $750 if you get the non-colored. But yeah, that's exactly where their train of thinking was. I think Lilith was the initiator for that one. I think they've been thinking of upping the price for a while now. Even although Lilith is Diablo. But I don't think it matters. It doesn't matter if it's a Diablo statue or a WoW statue or an Overwatch statue. The fact is, they do amazing jobs on these statues. And the more people purchase them, the more they realize they can up the price. So, yeah, even the $350 statues got upped after I think it was even before I went to BlizzCon. It wasn't a huge hike. It was only an extra $25, but that's just the start of it, right? Okay, so I actually just checked the store to see if my Illidan is still at the price that it was the last time, because when I got it, it was $350, and then just around the BlizzCon time, before or after, it went up to $375, and now I just looked and it's $400. So they do keep upping the prices of those statues. And it's even crazier for a person like me, because, like, let's take Thrall, for example. He's $600. For me, because I'm Canadian, that $600 is actually like $787. And then on top of that, we have the shipping. So by the time it's all said and done, I'm looking at almost $1,000 just for that statue, right? So it's just crazy. It's crazy. Like, I love it so much, but it's just unaffordable. Like, yeah. But it's got some good detail on it. I do like it a lot. Yeah, it definitely looks good, and I think a lot of people will buy it. I think me personally, I'm gonna have to wait for it to go on sale or something, because with the currency exchange, like, yeah, it's just gonna cost me a shit ton. So yeah. Ironically, I don't get why the unpainted version is $750. Here's a picture of the unpainted, and I think it looks ugly. Like, why would you ever get the unpainted? Like, it's too white. Like, yeah, I just don't understand that. Like I do and I don't. I think it's kind of, I think it shouldn't be $750. It doesn't look like it's worth $750, but obviously, I chose to screenshot it like this to show you why it's $750. And why is it? The word limited. That is why that statue is $750. So I guess there are people out there that literally all they gotta know is that it's a collector's edition or limited time only, and they'll just pay whatever price for whatever piece of junk, right? But me personally, I don't give a shit that that's a limited edition. Like, if I'm gonna buy it, it's gonna be the painted one, Normally, I like the white look. I liked the white look with the mount that they gave us for the 15th year anniversary mounts. Although a lot of people hated those mounts, but I thought they looked really good. But for Thrall, no, it just doesn't do him justice, It's, it just does not do him justice. There's a reason why artists paint after they've, sculpted their piece of art, right? So I guess for some people, maybe that'll be worth it. But, on the topic of, currency exchange and all that, that would be over $1,000 for me. Okay, guys, so that calls it for the WoW Weekly. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having fun in WoW or whatever other games you're playing until we get Shadowlands. And we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.